angels, it's Lookin' Bratz aka Dom here with a new video, and I am putting a pause on some of my other videos that I wanted to film or that I may have filmed because I've been way too excited about these dolls. Like I want to get them open, I want to experience them. I am super excited for the Little Mermaid live action movie. My friends and I just got tickets yesterday to go see it, so we're excited to go see it. And just seeing like all the dolls and all the merchandise, like it's gotten me like really hyped up, especially the dolls. And if you saw my mermaid, if you saw my video, I was gonna say if you saw my mermaid, no, if you saw my I keep wanting to say movie and mermaid. If you saw my video about the mermaid Ariel doll, who is gorgeous, by the way, I fixed up her hair a little bit. I kind of just like wet it. Also, there's like some flyaways, ignore that. I just wet it and I just like kind of like brushed my fingers through it. Like I tried not to like complicate it. And then I put some Dolphy water wax in it just to like really smooth it out. And I think she's just such a really gorgeous doll. I put her on one of those basic cheap plastic stands. I wish there was like another stand I could put her on, but these kind of like do the thing that they need to do. And the waist clip just goes around like the middle of the tail, and I kind of like it. So I think I'm gonna buy some more. I do need to buy more. I need to restock on these because this is like my main stand that I use for all my dolls. But she's gorgeous. I love her. You know, that video was pretty short. I don't know how short or long this is going to be, honestly. Either I can talk for super long or I can talk super short. Who knows? Make sure to check that out if you do want to see more of the Mermaid Ariel. This is the one from Mattel. Today, we're actually going to talk about two non-Mattel Little Mermaid dolls that I've been excited about. And I'm really just excited because I like seeing the different interpretations of Hallie as Ariel by the different like toy companies and all of that. And also I am trying like new lighting for this, so tell me if you like this lighting. I don't know if it's too dark or maybe it's like a nice like, I don't know, like I'm kind of like digging it in person, but I'm like, I don't know if it's translating through the screen the way that it translates in real life. So do let me know. But we're gonna try this out for this video, and I'll do like my regular lighting in the next videos. And when I post this, just like tell me, like I'd like to hear some opinions on that. But this is the Ariel, and I have two other Little Mermaid Ariel dolls here. And I have the one from Jakks Pacific, which is the Petite, like, baby Ariel. And then I have the one from the Disney Store, which is the singing Ariel doll. Okay. There's mixed feelings about this specific doll. This one, I feel like I'm not seeing talked about enough, and I saw this at Walmart, and they wouldn't let me leave with it because it was there, like, before the street date. And then they, like, moved the street date up so that it would come out earlier. So I went to Walmart yesterday, and I was like, I need her. Like, she's mine. Like, I think she's so adorable. I was really intrigued by these, like, baby Disney princess dolls that Jakks Pacific makes. And I think they are super cute. I've just never like found it in me to actually buy one. And I thought like, you know what a perfect first way to start that off than with the Little Mermaid live action Ariel baby doll. And like, look at her. She's so cute. I'm excited to unbox her. I have a feeling she's gonna have polypropylene hair, so hopefully it's not too much of a bother. I have a feeling she will as well, because Disney Store and Jakks Pacific a lot of the times will use polypropylene. The only time I really see Disney use nylon, like premium nylon, is a lot with the animated Ariel dolls. So I don't know what we're gonna get. I am expecting poly, but it might work out. But this is the Disney Store one, and she does sing, so she has a little thing in the back, and then when you press her back, actually, you can hear it. I don't know if we're gonna get flagged for this. Okay, if I mute that, then I mute that because I do not want my video to get flagged. I almost just had my Twitter taken down, or it got like suspended temporarily because I posted a picture of the dolls on shelves in a Walmart. Not a Walmart, in a Toys R Us. And they were like, the DMCA like complained about it, and I was like, but they were on the shelves. It wasn't like a stock picture. It wasn't like a leak. Like, we knew what those dolls looked like, and it's the retailer's fault for putting them out early. It's not my fault. So why are you trying to get my account banned and suspended and locked because of that person's mistake? I'm merely just posting a picture about it. It felt kind of stupid. But anyways, okay, some people have mixed feelings about this Ariel doll, and I understand why. But I like her. Like, there's something intriguing about her, and I like seeing the different interpretations of Hallie. And we're gonna open up both of these dolls, get like compare them to the Mattel one. Let's get into it. So we have the Petite one here from Jakks Pacific, and I have a feeling that Jakks Pacific and the Disney Store possibly have the same manufacturer. Like, I think they use the same factory, or maybe, I don't know. I have a feeling there's some like link there because Jakks Pacific does a lot of Disney dolls. Obviously, they have the Disney license to an extent, but the thing is like Jakks Pacific is taking over the Illy Forever dolls after the Disney Store first wave. So we're getting the second wave, but I think it's because the Disney Princess license for regular fashion dolls is with Mattel and the Disney Store, and Jakks Pacific does not have the rights to do that. It's so confusing, honestly. Like, the Disney dolls like really like boggle my mind, especially when it comes to the Disney Princess license, because the Disney Princess styling heads, I believe, are from Just Play. So it's like in like 10 different directions, but this one's from Jakks Pacific. They could very well be made by the same manufacturer, who knows, but obviously they are all in support of the upcoming Little Mermaid live action movie. Something I will say before we unbox them is that I'm really happy with how the branding, like even if it's like from different companies, even it's from different companies, I like that the branding on all of the dolls has been like pretty much the same, like comparing them. Like they all have like the same assets, they all have like that little wave. And even with like, okay, so I'm gonna spoil this. This is gonna be the next video, is the 7-pack with the sisters. Like you can see the branding is like very much like the same, it's very similar. So I appreciate that, just because I'm like, oh, like branding's on point. And I don't know if that's ever really been an issue before, but I noticed that and I appreciated it. And there's like there's nothing really like, there's no description on the back. It just says Petite Ariel. And then there's that QR code that leads to like download the soundtrack or something. I've never opened one of these before, so it's very interesting. It's pretty easy to open. So cardboard pieces, I like to recycle them, so yeah. Easily recyclable if you care about that. It does come with this cute little seashell brush. I probably won't be like brushing the doll's hair with that, so, or possibly not at all. And here she is in her little plastic compartment. We're just gonna snip her out of there. Okay, wait, hold up, her hair doesn't feel bad. Interesting. The thing I will say is like, I don't like how her hair is kind of like back. I thought like maybe it was like that, like maybe tight in the back, but it's not. I think it's supposed to be down forth like this. So maybe I'll just run it under some hot water so that the hair lays to the sides. But she's adorable. So something I'm finding interesting is that, oh, this is kind of morbid. I thought this tail was like a removable and that she had feet underneath, but it's actually like a peg. And this is all like painted her skin color, like underneath. That's funny, a little morbid. It's nice though, like she's cute. And like I won't be redressing her, like she's supposed to be in her like mermaid outfit. And there is another one that I kind of want to get now because she has her blue garment on and I really like that. I need to get the doll, like the full-size doll for that too. Well, we do have it here. So this one, the second outfit. And so maybe I will have to get that now, but I like her and she does stand on her own. So that's nice. Yeah, she's cute. I like her. I just think I wish the hair laid a little bit more down if that was the intention. But the hair feels like pretty nice. Dare I say it feels like premium nylon? Which is shocking. Like I was fully expecting polypropylene. It could be polypropylene, but it could be like a nicer grade of it. Kind of like the whole debate about the Cleos right now on Twitter is too much. But even if I just like brush it down a little bit, you can see it's like laying down pretty nicely. But she's adorable. Like look at her little face. She just wants to be part of your world. But I'm like, honestly, like I opened this expecting the hair to feel like complete and utter garbage. I was like, oh no, like it's gonna be so hard to deal with. And that's why I thought it was tied back. Which it could look really cute tied back like that. With like a little clip here. I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear. I kind of like want to do the hair on some of them. Like I do want to like potentially give one of my bigger dolls like all twists around the hair to sort of like mimic the locks, but I'm gonna see how I feel. And I do want to like get like, you know, unbox them and like open more of them. But honestly, like as a more like budget friendly, like smaller option, I really do like this one. She's only like $10. She's $9.97, and pretty cute doll. And it kind of makes me want to get the other ones, like the other little Disney princess ones, because this one is really adorable. And I might have to get the blue dress one, and that comes with in a set with Prince Eric. And I don't care about the Prince Eric dolls too much, but yeah, super duper cute. And then so the one that I've been like really intrigued by is the Singing Ariel doll, because I don't know how to put this. Her face is more biblically accurate almost to Halle Bailey, but also not really. Like, so the Mattel version looks like Halle Bailey, but like a cartoonish version. Whereas the Disney Store version looks a bit more like a more realistic take on it. So it's interesting to see them do that. And the limited edition doll, which is like that huge 17-inch doll, which I do want. I do want to get that if I am able to, because it's expensive. It's $150. This one, I believe, is $30 or $35. And I don't see the price on this. This one is going to be more available at like the Disney Store and at like Disney parks. I would want to say maybe the Disney Store and the Targets, like when they have like the little mini Disney Store in there, but I can't say that for certain. I got her off the Disney Store online store, and they shipped pretty quick. Her voice is so beautiful. I'm hoping my video does not get flagged for it though. Also, like the full like part of your world got released. Oh, she sounds so good. I'm so excited. Like I think she's, so far from what we've seen, I think she's done an amazing job. I'm just so excited to see her do the thing. So similar to the Petite Ariel, there's not really any branding on the back. There's not even the QR code. But I guess maybe they want you to. Although I feel like it would make sense if you put the QR code here, because it's like, oh, if you want to listen to more songs, like download the soundtrack. But you know what? What do I know? So we're just going to unbox her. I'm very interested. I'm curious to see what kind of hair she has. I have a feeling it's going to be polypropylene, but I could be surprised. Who knows? Yeah, that feels like poly for sure. It doesn't feel horrible though. But here she is. I haven't gotten a chance to see her without the glare in her face. I think she's a cute doll. Is she the same, like, you know, cartoonish doll that the Mattel one came out with? Of course not. Like, Mattel had their own interpretation. Disney Store had their own interpretation. I do like the Disney Store interpretation. I will say, at first glance, it's not the most flattering, but I think in her own right, she is a gorgeous doll. Something that at They Call Me Obsessed pointed out was that the two eyes can look like in two different directions, so it's a little bit awkward. I kind of noticed it just a little bit, but it's not going to ruin my experience. I am interested in seeing the articulated body a little bit more. I don't know how good it is, so let's just get her out of this box. Like, let's free her. She wants to be part of our world. I like how this doll comes with like the two fashions, and I like the face up. I do like the face up. And I like how that she has like the singing mechanism. I mean, it is a gimmick, but it's a toy for a child. So the only thing is like you cannot submerge the doll in water. But that's why Mattel made their own versions, because you can, those are playline. This is more like, I would say, not like collector, but it's more of like, you know, you're going to be getting this doll to play with, not in the water, and possibly to display. And I do like how this one is articulated already. Like, I can say that. I think articulation, like, as much as it's not really needed with fashion dolls. I do feel like it adds an extra layer of playability to the dolls, and also like displayability is I don't think that's the word, but you can like, you know, pose them on display and give them different poses, and it makes it like, you know, a bit more of an experience for the consumer. I feel there's a lot of threading with her hair, and that I don't like how, I mean, it's cute how the hair like kind of flows this way to sort of mimic that she's underwater, but at the same time it's, oh, her whole lock just came out. Sorry, I'm trying to like respectfully get her out of here. There's like a metal, like one of those like little metal plastic ties in here. Now I do wonder if she sings anything else or if that's it. I don't see, oh, okay, so she does have an on and off button. That's good to know. Yeah. And if I turn her on, oh, she's not on. So I'm gonna turn her off for now because I don't want her to keep singing. The hair, I can definitely feel like it's like polypropylene. It doesn't feel too bad though, like it seems pretty manageable. I don't like the way her locks were rooted into her hair. It's almost like, I don't know, I feel like it should have been at the root, sort of like the Mattel doll, just because right now it looks kind of like wacky. I do want to try to attempt to wash her hair. I just have to really cover the body because she does have the singing mechanism and I don't want to, like, you know, mess with that. She does have real legs though, so she has interesting articulation from what it seems like. It seems pretty good though. I'm kind of digging this articulation. She has foot articulation. Her arms are okay. I mean, yeah, I actually don't mind the arms. I'm trying to figure out what it like gives me. It gives me like a, what body? It reminds me of a body. It's very plasticky. It's very like almost like a rubbery feel to it. Except here on the torso, it's like a harder plastic, but the arms do have like that rubbery feel. This part, okay, the legs don't like bend this way, so that's something to note. What body does this remind me of? This, you know what it reminds me of actually? It reminds me just a little bit, like on the upper torso, reminds me of the Bratz 2013 articulated bodies. For the legs, it definitely does give more made to move though. And I will say this articulation is so much better than the articulation for the Disney Illy Forever dolls. Because, like, you know, Ariel can sit. The legs, just because, yeah, they won't close completely just because of that gap and the fact that this part isn't, like, super articulated. So the sitting is a little bit awkward, but she can technically sit. And I like the foot articulation. That's pretty nice. Very interesting articulation choices from Disney Store sometimes. She looks a little wacky right now, I will say, because she's fresh out of the box. I definitely want to fix her hair though. Like the hair's, it definitely needs to be like laid down a little bit. And so the locks are like a yarn material, same as the Mattel doll. I do wish they had like maybe, first of all, I do wish they had rooted the locks a little bit better. I wish it wasn't so far from like the parting here. I do wish the locks weren't so far from the parting. I kind of like it better in the parting because then it makes the hair look voluminous like all around and not, it kind of looks like flat and then it goes like bam, volume. I mean, it's not bad though. Like it's not terrible. It's not the best. Like it's not ideal, but it's not like the biggest deal breaker. She has these annoying plastic ties on the back of her head, as do most dolls. But yeah, very similar hair to the Mattel doll. I think because Mattel is using saran and like this is polypropylene, the shades are very like, there's differences there, like you can tell. I like her tail construction. I think the tail is pretty cute. I like this portion up here, like this like I don't even like the frilling, the frills, thrills with frills. I like this part. Like I think this is really cute. And then she does have a second outfit, which I do want to, like, you know, put her in. And I really like the construction of the blue garment. I will say it's like, it's kind of like threading there. I like the fabric used a lot. I don't have the, oh goodness, it's just like threading. Like there's a lot of threading in different places, which is unfortunate. Okay, sorry. So I like the sleeves. The sleeves are pretty cute. They're like the puffy sleeves. What's interesting is like there's a band in here, kind of like a like a waistband type of material there. I like this portion here, like the frills here. I really like the fabric choice that they use. It feels very much like kind of like a real dress here. This portion is corseted. I don't know how that's gonna look on her body, so we can check that out. I wonder if the hands are removable. Okay, they're not. The hands are not removable, so I like a removable hand for easier dressing, but we're not gonna get that here. Okay, this is something I'm not liking. So I'm trying to put her hand through the sleeve here. And what I'm noticing is like all the threading inside of the sleeve. And I'm not feeling it. Oh my goodness, hold on. That doesn't seem good. Do you see that? It's like broken right there. You know what? I think I'm gonna avoid putting her in this outfit for now. Does Disney Store have a support? Because that's like very disappointing. I wonder if they could replace that. Like, why is it like that? I wonder if is the other side doing that too? Yeah, so the other side has like that threading on the inside, and then I can tell here on the sleeve that it could start like pilling and like, you know, creating a hole in the actual garment. That part's disappointing because the rest of the dress looks pretty nice in construction. I'm just wondering like why it's doing all of that. Like that's not nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to contact Disney. I don't know if they do like a support system like that. If I do dress her up in the second outfit, it will definitely, I'll do a reel or something, or I'll do like an Instagram post. You'll see it at some point. These shoes are pretty cute though. At first I wasn't sure about these shoes. I don't think I like the Mattel version from what I've seen, but I don't have the Mattel version in my hand, so I can't really like be certain about that. But they're like white and they have this sort of like iridescence to them that kind of like has like a purple pink sheen. Like I don't know if I feel like you can tell on camera actually. I'm digging that. I like the shoes. I like the shoes better than I expected. And I also think the shoes have a nice detail to them. Like there's like that molded lace up detail that I think looks really good. And she also comes with her headband. So she wears this with her second outfit, as we can see, and then she'll put it over her head. You know what I'm realizing now? The body actually does remind me, and it makes sense, of the Disney Store dolls. So I don't have many of the Disney Store regular, like the dolls that they came up with, at least not from the recent years. I've had a few of them. I had a Tiana and I had a Tinkerbell. And obviously the articulation's going to match because she is also a Disney Store doll. But it was always like the legs with the rubber knees, and it was like all rubbery, and like the click knees. The click knees is what I'm trying to say. And this one obviously has like articulated knees, so it's like more advanced down here, I feel, except from like the pivot here. But then the top is very much like the standard like Disney Store articulation. Sorry, like I'm surprised it took me that long to like actually like figure that out. But also like the Bratz 2013 articulation was pretty similar to that, where it was like the articulated upper half and then the bottom half was like the click knee and all of that. So yeah, I put her back in her second outfit because I do want to try out the second outfit. I think it looks pretty nice. It almost makes me want to get a second one to like dress her up in the second outfit, but I'm also disappointed that the second outfit is like the quality control on this is very like not great, especially for a doll that is like a little bit higher in price point compared to the Mattel dolls. And I understand there's like two outfits and there's the singing mechanism, but I feel like I wish it was held up to a higher standard in terms of like construction, you know, especially for such a big release like this. But this is the Disney Store Ariel doll, and I am going to fix her up, don't worry. She looks a little bit like like she like, you know, came up on land and she's like, hey. But I really love this one. This one is so adorable. She's like super cute. Her hair feels amazing. Like, I love it. I do wish they had maybe not just done the waves and they had given her, you know, attempt at doing locks or even like a twist just to really like mimic the, or like, you know, the real actress's hair a little bit more in the movie. But three dolls, three of the same character, the same character, and different interpretations of like what that character looks like for these brands. I find it very interesting. I will say facially, I love the Mattel Ariel. I think she's really cute. I think she's a gorgeous doll. I do want to get more of the Mattel ones at some point. And I do have the one from the 7 doll pack, but we'll get into that later. And that one does have like the fabric clothing, so I'm interested in seeing that because this one has the molded on clothing. I really love this one. Like, it's a little creepy, like that she has like the peg and stuff. I'm sure they do this with the animated Ariel too. And I do love the hair quality on this. I feel like this one feels really nice. This is saran. I would say this could potentially be nylon, but I cannot be 100% certain. I'm not super familiar with like Jakks Pacific dolls as of late, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are using nylon on some dolls, because sometimes it does look like polypropylene. And I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but this one feels really nice. Like, it does feel, it's giving nylon to me. And then this is polypropylene. So we have 3 kind of like different hair types for this one character. I think that's so funny. But I'm super excited for the Little Mermaid movie, and I'm looking forward. I hope we get more dolls. I would love to see more dolls, and I hope we get to see that. And I'm really like digging the branding for this. And Halle Bailey, today they've revealed this like whole photo shoot she did for V magazine. The photos looked gorgeous. She looked gorgeous. It looked really good. I was gagged by it. I even posted about it on Twitter, and I don't usually post about that kind of stuff on Twitter, at least not my doll Twitter, but I was like, whoa, hold up. Let's appreciate this for a moment because this looks really good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments, like, which Ariel do you think is in your opinion, which one would you get? And do you have any of them already? Like, I'm surprised that I got these this quick. I got this Ariel almost like 2 weeks ago now that I'm thinking about it, because she was early on shelves in that Toys R Us. I'll look at the last video for more explanation about that. And I saw her at the Walmart, and I was like, first I tried to get her like weeks ago, like almost 2 weeks ago, but they wouldn't sell her. But now I do finally have her, and I think she's just so adorable. I'm glad I ended up getting her because I almost didn't. I was gonna hold off, but she's actually like super cute, and I kind of love the quality of her. Like, I think for $10, I think this is a pretty solid doll. And then the Disney Store one is I think she's good. And I love the clothing. Like, I think this clothing and everything like looks pretty good. I'm a little disappointed in this blue dress though. I wish the blue dress quality was better. Like, and I think the blue dress, you know, without having like really touched it, I think the construction of it looks really beautiful, but I wish the quality control was just a little bit, you know, up to par with what they should be doing. The doll itself, I think facially, I think she is a cute doll. Obviously, she doesn't have the same cartoonish features as the other two, but I think as like an interpretation of Halle, I think she is cute. I do wish though that they maybe like opened up her eyes a little bit more, because Halle like has some very beautiful eyes, and I feel like they're not fully capturing that here. But with the Disney Store dolls, they very much are like biblically accurate to the actual actresses sometimes. And it's a little bit like freaky at times. I know that the Beauty and the Beast Belle dolls, when the Beauty and the Beast live action remake came out, those were kind of freaky. And a lot of people agree with that. This time, it's not like freaky, but I do wish like, I don't know, like I wish the eyes were just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit to flatter this face mold. But yeah, let me know in the comments which one you're getting, if you're getting all 3 of them, if you're getting just a few of them. I'm really interested in knowing, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for more doll content. I am going to do an unboxing of the 7-pack of the Mermaid Sisters, so we'll get into that in just a bit, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And follow me on all socials at Lookin' Bratz. Hold the G. There's no G in there. On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hey y'all, it's post-edit Dom. And as you can see here, here's one of the dolls I've unboxed in my other video, which is not out yet. So check that out. That's about to come out soon. This is the Ariel from the 7-pack with the other sisters. This is the Disney Store Singing Ariel, and then this is the regular Mermaid Ariel from Mattel. And then down here we have the Jakks Pacific Petite Ariel. And I have to say, okay, I do have some thoughts. So I really do like 7-pack Ariel, but we're not going to get too much into her because that video is not out yet. With the Disney Store one, I really love her fabric tail. I think it looks so good. I love the top as well. I like the construction of it better, just a little bit more than the Mattel 7-pack. And then, of course, it's a little hard to compare to the molded one because that is a little bit more the playline standard for like a swimming doll. So I can't judge that one too much. But I will say for the price point, I do wish the articulation was better. I wish the hands on these were removable, but I guess that's a lot to ask for from the Disney Store. But if the hands were removable, I do think the clothing, like the dress, would have been a lot easier to put on and it wouldn't have broken the way that it did. I'm going to try to reach out to Disney Store to see if they might be able to replace it, but I don't know what their return policy is like, so that is TBD. And I'm not a fan of the polypropylene hair. Like, I think it does look really messy. And I tried to like work with it as best as I could, and I'm usually really good with polypropylene, but that Disney Store polypropylene is like horrible. Like, I really dislike it. And I just think like for a big release like this, for such a big movie, I wish they had done something like nylon. And they do nylon for the animated Ariel dolls, so I'm really confused as to why they can't just like, you know, try to source it for such a big movie, such a big release. And facially, I will say, I know a lot of people have been judging this doll, but I do think facially she is pretty cute. I do wish maybe the eyes were a little bit more enlarged just to like fit that face mold a little bit better, but I think in her own right she actually is a really gorgeous doll. But I do definitely think there are faults with her, unfortunately, especially at her price point. I believe she was like $35. I think they could have done just a little bit more with her, and I also don't like where they've rooted like the yarn. Like, it's just not the best placement in my opinion, but that's just my opinion on that. But moving down to the Jakks Pacific one, I really love her, and for $10, like, I don't know, like, I think she's like pretty cute. I wouldn't ask for too much more. The hair's pretty nice. I clipped it in the back just so that we could see more of her face. I do think the body is really funny. Like, I was not expecting it to just be like skin tone down to the tail, but I do like how she can stand on her own. The hair quality is pretty nice. I almost want to say that it's nylon, but it also almost feels like that cheaper nylon that they use on a lot of dollar store dolls. And I'm not very familiar with a lot of Jakks Pacific dolls as of late, so I don't know what kind of hair types that they use, and I've always kind of assumed they used polypropylene, but I'm sure they probably use a mix of that and maybe nylon. All I know is that saran is harder to source these days, especially in like more fantasy colors. Not that this is really a fantasy color, but I believe Mattel makes their own saran hair, so that's how they do have a saran supply. But yeah, I don't know like the full specifics of that, but all I know is that saran hair on dolls is like very rare these days. And I really do like nylon, and I like the saran on the Mattel dolls, and I do wish that they had not used polypropylene on the Disney Store dolls. It's just, it's not good. Like, it doesn't look good. It's not my fave. But yep, these are the Disney Store and Jakks Pacific dolls, and this is a little comparison with the Mattel dolls as well. I will say this Ariel is slightly taller if you were to stand her full, and the skin tones look just slightly different. I also think it's just like a different like look in the plastic, if that makes sense. Like, these Ariels have like a more shinier looking body, whereas like this one looks just like slightly more matte. And I also feel like the Mattel like undertones are like a little bit more like red looking. So if you are looking to rebody, I do think it would be pretty easy. I've not taken the heads off the Mattel ones, and I don't plan to, but to wash the Disney Store hair, I did pop her head off, so I just like pushed it down and I pulled it up, and it was really easy to get off of her body, just so I didn't get the singing mechanism in her back wet. But I know some people probably don't like that method, but I just, you know, I didn't want to wet her body. But yeah, that's all from me. Let me know in the comments what you think about these Little Mermaid live action dolls. And thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.